Hey guys, I'm Samantha, and for this week's video, I chose to talk about the Sonality and Goldstein Social Influence and Compliance and Conformity Journal. I actually have strep throat right now, so try to bear with me through this video. I'll try not to cough too much. I've been trying to record it all week. But I chose this article because I enjoyed their overall review of social influence and the way that they broke everything down. Some of my key takeaways from this article were the compliance gaining techniques. I thought that the fear and then relief procedure was pretty interesting. I don't know if I would say it would be totally effective, but I did think it was pretty interesting. So the journal used the example of placing an advertisement under people's car wiper blades. So if you know anything about parking in Greenville, you know that's where you usually get your parking ticket is under your wiper blade. So when people, what they did is they placed advertisements under people's wiper blades, and then when people went to go take the advertisement out, they were already assuming it was going to be a ticket, so they felt fear. But then when they examined it, they realized that it was an advertisement. So then you feel relief, just knowing that it's not a parking ticket, it's actually just an advertisement. I thought that technique was interesting. Again, I don't know if it would be super effective, but maybe. And then they had the that's not all technique. And I see this technique employed a lot. This is when the sales associate or somebody will present a product, and then before you get to like say anything or respond, they'll sweeten the pot. So they'll reduce the price or they'll add in more features. So that's going to give us the illusion that we're receiving a bargain deal. So it's like a disrupt and then reframe method. I always think about the as seen on TV commercials where like, and then they go, and that's not all. You also will get 3 extra cups if you order now. So that's kind of an example of this technique. I do see that used a lot. Another thing that I kind of took out of this article was authority and obedience. I think that authority is really important to think about when we're talking about social influence. To consider social powers and hierarchical positions in regards to influential power that people may have. So the journal actually referred to a couple different things like soft influence, and then a harsh influence. So soft was more things that come into play, like just somebody's credibility. And then a harsh would be more forceful. So when I was reading this, I actually just kind of found myself thinking about the corporate structure and how management can influence their employees through their hierarchical power. But then at the same time, I was thinking about how everybody in management kind of has their own way of going about being a manager and their own techniques of for compliance gaining. So some managers do use those soft techniques, whereas some managers may use harsher methods. So personally, I've actually been in work environments that's had both. I used to work in a harsh management environment where we had to meet strict deadlines in recruiting. So we had to call a certain amount of people each day, hit a certain amount of interviews each day, and there was, a harsher method being employed by our management. Do what I say because I say it. Kind of a vibe that just was overall toxic to the environment. And when I ended up leaving, a couple of my other employees left with me. So it didn't work out for that management. As you can see, we all left. Right now, I'm in a softer kind of environment where we do what we're supposed to do because we're supposed to do it, not because we're told to do it. We're at the point in our careers where we know what we're supposed to do each day. Our manager will also be there to support us, remind us of what we're supposed to be doing, but in a more soft method. So the journal also pointed out that soft strategies correlate with a more positive working environment. And I've seen that in my own working experience that compliance gaining can go either way. It could be harsh and negative effects on the environment, or it could be soft and positive effects on the environment. And I think it also depends on the person. I think some people do strive with harsh methods employed, and some people might strive in soft methods. So it's definitely up to the person and also to the management of what's going to be employed. But yeah, so that's what I kind of took out of that article this week. All right, thanks.